to another episode of Blue Couch Reviews. Today we are reviewing Tomorrowland. Who was in this newest movie?
Yes, so we have none other than George Clooney himself right there. We also have Britt Robertson, who plays Casey in the movie. Playing Athena is also Raffi Cassidy, and playing David Nix is Hugh Laurie. There you go.
There it is.
Got it.
Yeah, so we have a pretty good cast in this one. Let's go ahead and roll the preview.
With every second that ticks by,
The future is running out.
Newton?
That's not mine.
What's not yours?
The pen. I've never...
What you saw was a place where the best and the brightest people in the world came together to actually change it.
we've been looking for someone like you for a very long time.
Why? Did something happen over there? Something bad? Of all the people, why me?
He thinks you can fix the future.
Let's dive right into this guy. What were some of your good points?
So, a few of my good points. I love how they kept this movie very Disney-esque-ish. They kept it true to form. Definitely bringing out a lot of points from the Disney's past and from the theme park itself. They incorporated a lot of it into this movie, which is really awesome. It's definitely not like your Snow White and the Huntsman or your Maleficent or any of those. So it's definitely more kid-oriented. So just know that going into it. How about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree. For me, it was just watching it, you could tell that it wasn't something that Disney phoned in. They just didn't stamp a Disney logo on it and hoping that was going to sell it.
Yeah.
Brad Bird and his team definitely did a lot of work. There was a lot of love and care put into the movie. It wasn't just a cookie-cutter movie for me.
Yeah. I also love how they play in the movie a lot of historic facts of Disney as well too, and not only of Disney but a few other factoids as well. So that's also cool.
Yeah, definitely. I liked how they threw in like the World Fairs and those things.
Yes.
How back in the 50s and 60s that there's this grand idea of what the future is going to hold. Very Jetson-like with flying cars,
Yes.
with the robots helping you out all the time. As the decades rolled on, that kind of got lost. And this is a movie that kind of follows that. Like, what happened to that dream? What happened to that Jetson future that we're supposed to, inherit?
Yeah. They kind of show that a little bit too. A little bit of a scene of the Eiffel Tower as well too. So that's also really cool right there.
Yes.
Kind of bringing back the lost dreams that have gone.
yeah, and that's one of the biggest themes of the movie is dreamers. This movie is all about dreamers and how, which is a great message and definitely something that we don't get enough of nowadays.
True.
Yeah. So that was some of our good points. What about bad? What didn't you like?
Bad. I think they could have done a little bit better on the enemy regime. I felt it was a little too short, too underplayed, if you will. I felt like they could have extended that portion of the movie a little bit further, a little bit more detailed, a little more cinematic than what it was. And also a little bit of Tomorrowland, people of Tomorrowland, which there really was none. It was just animatronics, which were robots. So we'd like to see a little bit more than just that for the future place. How about you? Yeah,
definitely jumping on that point. One of the cardinal sins of the movie is you're promised Tomorrowland, and then when you finally get there and the characters finally get there, it's kind of a letdown.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's definitely a bummer. For me, like you hit on before, that this is definitely a kids movie. So there is some over-the-top stuff. There is some over-the-top acting by some of the main characters, how they interact with each other. One of the biggest things is the main villain. He has like a 5-minute monologue at the end of the movie where he just hammers the whole point of the movie down at the audience for 5 minutes. So
yeah, it kind of just puts the entire plot right there.
yeah, so let's geek out about this. What are some of the geeky points of the movie?
Yes, geeky points. I love how they dip into the astronomical sphere in this movie. How they get into the nitty gritty with atoms and nucleuses, and they bring up a point with tachyons, how they just discovered it, and how it's a particle that's actually faster than the speed of light. It gives us the ability to not rewind, but look forward into the future or the past. So that's really cool. They stuck a little bit of NASA in here as well too, so that's really cool.
Yeah, there's definitely some scientific stuff going on, so good to see they paid close attention to all that stuff.
Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, so I'm a big action sci-fi geek, so the escape from the house when they're trying to get rid of the robots who have come, and he's kind of set up his house in case this situation happens.
Yeah.
And just how he goes about taking care of the robots, like magnetic wall that sticks ones to him.
Yeah.
The laser scene where the robots run in, lasers.
Break into pieces.
And then he has kind of like this kind of wormhole device there that she uses to cut almost half of the robots away.
Yeah.
So that whole scene was done awesome.
Yeah, that was a cool scene. That was I think that is the most action-packed scene of the entire movie.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So that was a good scene. And then, of course, being a Disneyland fan, seeing a small world playing a role in this.
Yes.
And again, who would have thought there was a hidden station underneath a small world?
Yes.
Leading to Tomorrowland. So.
Yeah, it makes you curious if there really is something like that in the actual small world in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Wonder how many people are going to try to look for that now.
What about you? Anything else you want to throw in there?
There's a few funny points in the movie. A few examples that I love that got me laughing a bit were when she first encounters the pin, she touches it and then she starts messing around with it, and she's walking and she bonks her head on everything and she falls downstairs and walks into a swamp. That's pretty cool. That was pretty funny right there. So that was a good part. Overall, good movie?
Yeah, overall good movie. Here comes our review, so check it out. Review.
I'm a big Disney fan, so I can't complain about this all too much. I love the theme of the movie. I love the Disney-esque of the movie. I love how they did it, the storyline, everything. Definitely worth watching. Few sour points on my part. Could have been better. The enemy regime could have been a little bit better in my mind. Especially the people from Tomorrowland could have done a little bit better than instead of robots. So other than that, overall, it's a really good movie. I loved it a lot. It gives you a lot of hope and aspiration to go out and just dream big and do whatever you want and live that dream. Kind of like being a kid.
Alright, Blue Couchers, we got a good movie here for you. If you're young at heart or you're a kid, this movie is for you. That's the target audience of it. There is some stuff that Brad Bird does in it that does make it a little over the top. Little things he does here and there that doesn't quite work as well as he had hoped. So my personal review is 2.5 Tomorrow Pins. Making a good movie, but not a great movie. Definitely could have worked some stuff here and there, but overall I liked it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a movie that you should watch. Maybe don't have to see it exactly in a theater. So as you can tell, we really enjoyed the movie. I gave it 2.5 Tomorrow Pins. Eddie?
I also gave it 2.5 Tomorrow Pins as well.
Yeah, that means it gets an okay approval by us, Blue Couch here. So this close from being a good movie. Definitely not a great movie, but it is worth your time watching.
Yes, definitely. If you really are a kid at heart and you love Disney and you want to bring out that inner child, definitely a good movie to watch.
Yes.
She'll kill anything that moves.